All right, so this is Wednesday to Saturday, which is today. So this is Wednesday's session. It was RDLs, 430, 3 sets of 10. This actually felt better than last week. I feel like I'm doing a better job, getting a better stretch with the hinge, even with the slightly heavier weight. And it's also just moving, generally easier. The first set's always kind of the roughest for me. It's still a little bit of a warm-up, but the rest of them, I think, look pretty good. There's that side angle, so you can really see the form. Good hinge. Bar's moving pretty quick. Oh, but you're rounding your upper back, you say. Well, when you pull a heavy deadlift, normally you're going to round your upper back anyway. That's what a lot of people do it intentionally, but I still feel like I'm getting a good back workout from this, so whatever. Last set here. Triceps looking pretty big. This angle, they're flexed during the deadlifts. Sometimes I'm gonna say tricep. I'll get DOMs in my tricep after a squat session sometimes, but on a deadlift session, sometimes I feel like it's like pulling my pecs down. Like I'll get like a pec pump kind of from like the isometric contract. I don't know how to explain it. Whatever. This is Thursday. Volume overhead, 229, 3 sets of 5. This is really when I'll talk about this in the car talk, but I'm going to move over to the press specialization routine next week. I don't really care about getting my bench up right now. I mean, overhead press is just calling to me a lot more. I really, really want that 300 press. So, but this is kind of the session where I started to really kind of feel that way. That first set wasn't too good. The second set was probably the best. I was just the excitement that I've been filled with going into the sessions throughout the week. Overhead press has just been like the biggest one that I look forward to, I guess. That was kind of a really tough last rep there. I think I misgrooved it a little bit. And then I did 7 sets of 10 on pull-ups. I've been adding a 1 set every single session until I get to 10 sets of 10. It's just my last 3 sets. I'm not going to make you watch 7 sets of 10 bodyweight pull-ups. These are good, though. I mean, after all of you do 3 pull-up workouts a week, right? So I got the 3x5, the sets of 10, the body weight in the middle. It's like the day off kind of, or the recovery workout, and then the single set of 5. I'm most beat up after the 7 sets of 10, even though I'm not really moving that much weight compared to the other 2 sessions. Or not beat up, but like I'd get like a good pump and whatever. Anyway, this was yesterday. Yesterday sucked. It was supposed to be fun Friday. It was not so fun Friday. I tried low bar. I'll talk about this on the car talk too, but I'm not going to keep doing low bar. The knee pain has been like negligibly better. I only did 2 sets of 2 because I wasn't getting 5. I failed the 3rd rep on the first set, and I did another set of 2 here. But this just doesn't feel natural. Like, I don't like this fucking hinge to start, and then I'm supposed to drive up with my posterior chain to ascend on the squat. That just feels so gross. Like, I want to be upright. I don't like how it feels. I'm not gonna keep doing it going forward. I'm just gonna. This week was a deload, I guess. Next week I'll repeat the sessions high bar. I feel like it'll feel better. Bench sucked too. Only got 4 reps. I was in a rush though, so that was probably part of it. I probably could have done better, but it is what it is. Here's today. 240 for 5. It's been a goal for a long time. Look at how freaking easy this moved. I'm just so excited. I really look forward to the press workouts. This is why I want to, do this press specialization routine. Like I just have so much fun on the press workouts. And this is the top set of pull-ups. 105 added pounds. Set of 5. All right. Car talk coming a day late, but session yesterday didn't go great, and was also rushing around a bit, so I didn't have a good chunk of time to make a car talk and make the voiceover and upload the video. So try to do that around my work day today. Just finished my overhead and pull-ups intensity session, so 5s on both. Finally got 240 for 5. That's been a goal for a really long time. I'm really happy that I hit it. Super easy too, or not super, I don't want to say super easy, but easier than well, it wasn't a grindy set of 5, I'll say that. And the 3 sets of 5 the other day was pretty tough with 229. So I didn't have a whole lot of confidence, but once that first rep went up and it fucking flew, knew I was gonna have a good time. So squat. Yesterday I did low bar again, and I tried to use like the same weight that I was using for high bar, because I really shouldn't feel like that there should be that big of a difference between my low bar and my high bar, especially because low bar is supposed to be easier, keep it over the middle of the foot. But I was only able to, I did 2 sets of 2 with 508 and a half. I don't think I'm gonna keep doing low bar, because you know what, I'm not having the hip pain, luckily, but there's still like that kind of portion in my knee that fired up under with high bar. It's like right above my kneecap. Still a little bit sore today, so I think that it was probably the light and load that made the difference on what was that, Monday. So, you know, the high bar will be like a freaking deload week because the weight was lower and I didn't do the heavy set of 5. So probably just move back to high bar, honestly. Especially too, like my back is all fucking beat up from low bar, and it just, I don't know, I'm like forcing myself to like hinge over in the squat, and it's like a good morning squat, and I know it's what you have to do, but I don't like it. Like, part of it just feels so wrong to, from the bottom of the squat, start by like pushing your posterior chain up, not up and back or anything like up. And it's like, that's stupid. I don't know. I don't like it. It just feels so wrong. I'm probably just gonna go back to high bar, and I think part of it is like working on my stance, not getting so wide that my knees have that cave, and the knee pain will probably go away. And more important news, I'm so freaking enticed by running the overhead specialization cycle that I'm just ready to go do it. I don't care about the squat. I'll still get that up to 520 for 5. Bench, I'm just really not too, I'm just, like, overhead's just calling to me. I'm just ready to switch it up and go for the overhead cycle. I'm still going to be benching. It just will be close grip. I'll use the press grip. So even then, like, the wide grip will get stronger once I come back to it. Yeah. So, you know, that's fine. I'm just, overhead press is just calling out to me. I'm, like, I've had, like, since I, like, kind of, like, researched and put, like, a little plan together that I wanted to move to, it's just been, like, calling out to me. And I've had kind of, like, one foot out the door of what I'm doing right now anyway. So, screw it. I'm just going to move along on Monday. So, that's actually why I did my overhead press today instead of Sunday. So, I wouldn't do it back-to-back days. But, you know, that's still going to be a lot of, I've done 3 pressing days in a row. That's certainly not optimal, but it's fine. Yeah, so it'll be like 4 pressing, is that right? 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 pressing sessions over the course of like 5 days on Monday, because tomorrow, no pressing, it'll be the deadlift day instead. And Monday will be 5 sets of 5 overhead press. So it'll be 3 overhead sessions a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We'll do 5 sets of 5 on Monday, I'll drop the weight back a little bit. I don't think I could just pick up or repeat with 229 and get 5 sets of 5. So I'll drop it back and I'll make smaller jumps, 1.5 pound jumps. Wednesday will be pin press, which my rack isn't tall enough to do, you say, but and I agree. So, we're getting a little conjugate AF, but what I'll do is I'll do it seated without back support and then set the pins up from there. So that's not it's not too drastically different. I mean, obviously I'm sitting, but there's no back support, so I'll probably just move less weight than I would if I actually did a true pin press. But it's fine. You got to do what you got to do. And then Friday I'll do 5 singles. So that's what we're going to be looking at for overhead press going forward. I don't know what I'm going to do for the singles yet. But yeah, 240 for 5, I think puts my E1RM at like 280 or something like that. But I mean, overhead press is hard to chip away at, but it's hard to say that like I've only put 5 pounds on my overhead press despite making all this progress on 3x5 and the 5RM. So I'm tempted to say it's a little bit higher than that, but yeah, road to the 300 press is going to start on Monday. So I'm super excited for that. Like I've just been really excited thinking about creating the cycle, like what the training cycle is going to look like. I mean, I've been thinking about it since last week. I've been, super, super pumped to get this going. Because, the idea of just putting 300 pounds over I've done it before with the push press, but the idea of strict pressing 300 pounds, that just, fills me up with excitement, 3 plates overhead, holy shit, that's going to be fucking crazy, which I will get eventually. Maybe not this year. Overhead press progresses super slow, but yeah, it's going to be a good time. And this is probably going to be what I run throughout the summer. I'll probably be able to make this work for, you could probably run it indefinitely. I would just have to do like a deload and reload, which maybe I want to do, but I definitely think that I could probably progress with it for like all of June, July, maybe even into August. Like I could probably work a good 12 weeks out of it at least. So I'm just really, really looking forward to it. I'm so excited to get it started. Yeah. Like I just love overhead press. It was one of my favorite lifts for a long time. I've felt that way about like the squat throughout most of this year. Squat's been my pet lift. That's obviously what I've put the most LBs on throughout the year. I've done more squatting than anything else. Back squats, front squats, whatever. So now I'm just feeling that way for overhead press. Like the same excitement that the squat gives me at, getting to that 585 squat, that I'm getting that same excitement from the overhead press. But yeah, like I said, squat, deadlift. The only thing that's going to have to drop back is going to be bench, because I'm going to need to start using a close grip to help with the overhead press. But same programming for pretty much everything else. The days are just going to switch up a bit. I'll talk about that in the next episode. But yeah, everything's still going to kind of pick up where it left off. Tomorrow is going to be the, the rack pull day. So pretty excited for that too. Just got to get a pool noodle to protect my bar. But anyway, see you guys Tuesday.